Welcome back, everyone. It is Rosie Rosette 2020 Pow. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's stretch it out. Let's stretch it out. You guys know how intense I get. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, go. Hey, Adidas, all day I dream about what? Ow! Uh, 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 Come on. All right. Anyway, hello. Ooh, let me take these glasses off because I can't see y'all. Baby, I can't see y'all. Those are reading glasses. Yes, I got the Gucci's. I can't. Ooh, honey. I like these. I like the. You guys see that? I forgot what kind of bone or something like that. Anyway. It is me, it is I, it is she, it is her, it is thee, it is who? You know who it is. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, it's a sad day in hip hop. It is a sad, I feel like throwing this wig off. One day I'm going to do it. Not today. Oh my God. I don't know. I'm in mourning. Honestly, I'm in mourning. This is what I was trying to prevent. This is what I was trying to prevent. When I said, oh, my mama's mama. Remember I said that? Oh, my mama's mama. I was like, Wendy, I need you back in that chair March 1st. Oh, my mama's mama. But you know what? It's too late. It is, I'm putting up my glasses. It's too late now. You see, when you take people for granted, like the executives and the people who Winmar or Denmar, whoever, you lose, honey. That wasn't, Wendy didn't, she wasn't the owner and paying people. She was getting paid. See, it wasn't like Oprah who, when she had Harpo Productions or OWN, she owned it. Wendy doesn't own the Wendy show. I mean, well, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. She's getting paid. She's not the owner. Like when I went to high school, I didn't go to high school with the baseball players' kids. I went to high school with the owners of the team, not the play. No, honey. It's a difference between being rich and being wealthy, but honey, it's a whole nother dimension of that old money. You see what I'm talking about? That old generational wealth. Black folks, we kind of don't really know about that because most of our my great great grandparents, they were slaves, baby. They were slaves. So, and then the land that in Oklahoma, I know I'm going on a tangent, but just that land in Oklahoma, because my great grandfather had businesses on Black Wall Street. Well, they gonna tear that down, so they gonna make sure we ain't got much, okay? Whatever we did acquire, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna be gone. And then they flood our neighborhoods with drugs and, between the gang violence and the single mamas and all that, we ain't got much. But Wendy, she had a mama and daddy. She was married for X amount of years, even though, whatever he had aside in a $750,000 home. Okay, we get that. We get it. Whatever. Whatever. It ain't whatever, but life goes on. Okay, shit happens. Boom. Anyway, so Wendy didn't own that. You see what I'm saying? So, white folk gonna let you, they gonna give you something. It's just a little handout, but they ain't gonna give you the whole bank account. You see what I'm saying? So when Sherri came along, Sherri had an ambidectomy or something. Something came out of her stomach or something like that. Honey, Sherri came back the next day. Sherri's like, oh, I'm not missing out on this opportunity. Sherri is, remember, I said Sherri's very thirsty. She's thirsty for a man, but hey, she's thirsty for a chick. Because remember, I think she got like I think she got child support and 2 alimonies or whatever. Honey, Sherri is paying out. Sherri's, baby, listen, y'all. Y'all may want to get with Sherri, honey, because Sherri pays, okay? I don't think she wants to pay anymore, but she does pay. All right. Anyway, I wonder how that, what is a little girl, a little boy that her ex-husband and her had to be a surrogate, and she chose not to be a part of the child's life. I was like, whatever. Listen, I got my own issues. I can't judge right now, but whatever. Um, anyway, so Sherri, honey, she was like, "Oh no, honey, I will be there." Wendy used to be like that. Wendy would come to work drunk, stunk, whatever. Wendy would show up, but I guess, all with the not having Kevin and the Dusties and all the freedom. I guess, Lil Kev wasn't around. I guess, life was just like blah. Girl, girl, you stupid. You stupid, because, baby, honey, listen, if my son was in college, I was newly divorced, and I had a little change in my pocket, and I'm Wendy Williams, girl, 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 it would have been going down. I tried to tell you, Wendy, okay, let me break it down. Let me bring it on down, because, I get, ugh. I tried to tell you, girl. You're going to have to come back. And I had to give you the ultimatum, okay? I didn't know that Sherri had contracts, signed, or, Sherri was slipping on in. Now, I ain't calling Sherri a snake, but I am. But, it's just like, okay, Sherri can't be Wendy. And again, Sherri is thirsty. Give me one episode that Sherri was on there that she did mention she was single, that she was looking for a man, or that she didn't act hella thirsty. Even today. Today is Monday, okay? Today is Monday. I looked at it. She is a beautiful black woman. Don't get it wrong. Beautiful shape, honey. She got the big old titties. And, she got that weight off. Looked like it could be coming back a little. I'm not exactly sure. Honey, I am not one to talk, but I did lose 6 pounds. I think it was because I stopped eating pistachios. I had like 6 packs of pistachios, and late at night before I went to bed, I'd eat like almost a whole bag in one night. I'm talking about the big, 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 bag of pistachios. And I think the salt kind of like tilted my body chemistry or something like that. I'm really in tune to that. Anyway, but Sherri looks good, okay? Sherri really looks good, and she's funny. But I'm telling you, it's not me. Every single show, you gonna know that Sherri's looking for a man, or that she's single, or she's on the hunt, or something. Even today, she was talking to the couple, 40-day fiance or something like that. And she was like, "Oh, give me pointers," and da 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 da, and just every single show. Sherri, listen, I tell you, I do like Sherri. I don't, you may not think I do, but can you not remind us every day that you're single, that you're looking for a man, that you need a husband, all that? Like every single episode, we need to know that. We already know, Sherri. We already know that you're single, you need a man, you're thirsty, you're hungry, you're horny, whatever. We know it. We got it. We got it. We got it, Sherri. I'm single. I ain't never been married. On every video, do you hear me referencing the fact that I'm single, the fact that I need a man, the fact that I'm dating, the fact that I'm on a, well, I'm not. I mean, what are those dating websites or whatever? No, no, I'm not thirsty. Okay? I'm older, thicker, poorer, bigger, more prettier than Sherri, but no, you don't ever hear me saying that. I'm not making as much money. You know what I'm saying? But oh my God, and then we got to. So now that we have Sherri's coming, we're gonna know every detail about her best friend Niecy. Every detail that happens with Niecy, we're gonna know about. We will know about it. And I get it. You want to give ups to your best friend, but We don't need to know every detail. I want to know what's going on in Major Star's life. We don't need to know that Niecy is doing this and Niecy's doing that, and you spent time with Niecy and y'all did this and that. I don't want to hear about that. Tell me about the stars. Tell me about the stars. See, that's why I like Bevy and Terrence. They were a good duel. They were, because you got the yin and the yang. Okay, maybe they may have both been single, whatever. But it was, it was the way they did it. You didn't hear about Bevy's best friend every show. You didn't hear about Terrence's mama every show. No, you didn't hear about that. You didn't hear about their relationship every show. Not every show. They did fine. They were, ooh, you guys, Demar, you guys need to rethink this. You really need to rethink this. And I'm not putting you down, Sherri. I'm telling you, sis, I'm not. Well then, okay. I want Wendy back. I want the high, drunk, thirsty, whatever Wendy, whatever, however Wendy is, I want her back. I want her if you see, and say but Wendy, you played yourself. You know what? Oh yeah, Wendy, you played yourself. Okay, you took us, your people, whatever, for granted because of your, what is it? Was she insecure? Is she lonely? Is she stupid? Is she dumb? Was she, was she loaded? Whatever the case, you took advantage of it. Whatever. That's just like any job. You keep taking off, eventually you're going to get fired. If you keep taking, like if you run out of your PTO and your sick leave and your vacation days and whatever your FMLA, your position, well, they only can hold it for so long. Even though you're the star, they can only hold it for so long. You've passed that FMLA. And then I was just listening to Layla Lynn, and they said that, and she heard from B. Scott Worthy, B. something Scott, B. Scott Worthy, that they've been trying to fire you. Girl, so wait a minute. They've been trying to fire you, and you go take a leave, girl, and then you gonna be, allegedly, be drunk and hostile and throw stuff at people. Girl, honey, you better be glad you don't have multiple lawsuits, much less a job. But they held it out for you. It's almost a year. It'll be 8 months. It's 8 months. 8 months. August, September, October, November, December, January, February. 7 months. Seven. Well, you left in, yeah, 7 months. 6, 7 months. That is, honey, you ain't had no baby. I heard you had no like illnesses that you was in hospital for, like a serious thing. You out on the beach, we don't know when, cause she's saying 56. The picture, but them lips is saying recently, because her lips kind of look like a duck. I can't even mimic her. They're kind of like, I don't know, but then I'm hearing from Layla Lynn that her and Big Kev, they're in cahoots again. Okay, I think I suggested that's okay. You're gonna have to get somebody in your team, and you need Kev with, to help you iron out all of this that y'all conjured or whatever, and now it's a whole freaking mess, and now the empire's about to go poof. All that you and Kevin built up, everything's poof. You know what I'm saying? So, from what I hear, they together trying to get this stuff together, because I guess she still has to pay. Doesn't she have to pay Kevin um alimony for, they were together for, or married for 20 years? So they have to, how does look at, yeah, about 20 years. So that means 10 years. She got to pay alimony. I think it's been 2 or 3 years. Or did they just get a divorce? When was the divorce final? I think last year. So 2 years. So she got to pay another 8 years of alimony. I'm telling you, honey, y'all heifers is gonna learn. Don't make your husband your manager. Don't do that. The same thing, Mary J. We hearing about stories about Mary J. That girl, honey. Lord, thank you for not letting me marry somebody and be famous. Oh, this feels good. Oh no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, let me stop. Marrying somebody, and then making him my manager, and then in Mary J. Blige's case, I showed you those guys' shoes or whatever. Um, he spent all the money, and she had to pay. I think he gets $30,000 a month. Lord help me. So she was broke. She didn't even have enough money to live or whatever. So she had to do concerts. So that's why you see Mary everywhere, honey. You see her on Power. She at every Essence festival. She at every seemed like every what is that? What's the ballers thing? The All Star Weekend. Like Mary is, if she was at Super Bowl, Mary is everywhere. You know why Mary is everywhere, honey? She pimped out. She like somebody's hooker. She gotta pay that man $30,000 a month. Boy, can you imagine? No, not in this lifetime, honey. No. Wendy got to do the same thing. I don't know how much you got to pay Cat. I mean, yeah, Big Cat. You got to pay a man who cheated on you with another woman, brought her $750,000 home, and had a baby while y'all was married, and you still got to pay him. There should be some type of law for that. There should be, if you know that, and you should write it in the prenup. If you, that's gonna be first. That's gonna be my first line. If you cheat on me, I will not have to pay you alimony. You will not get 3 cents from me for nothing. As a matter of fact, if you cheat on me, you're gonna owe me $1 million. That's that's gonna be the number one line. I think that's what Candy had in her prenup, and Top was like, I ain't, I'm not paying that. I mean, he was so hesitant in signing it. Baby, you ain't getting none of this. I ain't got nothing. But I'm just saying, if I get married, which it doesn't look like I'm gonna get married, I'm fine with that. I'm really fine with that. Cause baby, honey, y'all, shoot, Mary and Wendy are nice, baby. Any man that I've dealt with, no, I wouldn't put up with nothing like that. I wouldn't put up with nothing like that unless, again, we had a huge mansion and I was on the west wing and he was on the east wing, and I had my cars, my credit cards, my money, my clothes, my trips, whatever, and he had whatever. You go ahead and, you do whatever you want to, because on the dotted line, if I choose to leave, I'm getting everything and you ain't getting nothing. I see, but you never know. You get old, and he going out with his little sugar babies, whatever, and then I might have my little sugar baby. So you just never know. I might have my little sugar. Oh, the stories I hear, it's just so, man. I remember my grandmother, my grandfather, they used to always be arguing, because he would be talking about how when she went to Louisiana, she had her boyfriends, and my grandmother would be talking about, my grandfather's little girlfriends, wherever he, in Oklahoma or wherever he would go, whatever. And I'd just be like, Lord, this is when I was little. Knee high to a grasshopper. I had heard that up until my grandfather passed away. Every Sunday they would get into it. Every time my grandfather went to a meeting in the neighborhood, because he would dress up or whatever, my grandmother make sure he had the hat and the suit. He had a whole bunch of suits. What happened to those suits? But I wonder what happened to my grandfather's suits. But it would be an argument. Oh, and then back in the day, I heard my grandmother's trying to save up for the money for their house, and then my grandfather would gamble it all, and they would fight because he would want some money, and she didn't want it. Girl, it's just, not all marriages are like that. That's just one that I witnessed, and then my other grandparents, they y'all know about that story. Now, my parents, I guess I'm considered a bastard, illegitimate. They never married because they were so young. My mom had me when I was 16, and I think my father was 17 or whatever. And then, so they never married. My grandmother called my mom, was like, don't do it, don't marry him, whatever. But my father married my stepmother, which they stayed married. But they stayed married, but they weren't together because my father used to take me to his side chick's house. Me and my father. That's why we were so close, because I used to be around all his girlfriends. Okay, I used to be around all his girlfriends, so I know everybody. Everybody knew me. Okay, they find out that I was Rosie, and they would, oh, one time we went to somebody's funeral. I guess a whole lot of women loved my daddy because they found out that I was Rosie Mark's daughter. Oh, honey, honey, they all, it was like 4 or 5 of them. They cornered me. How's your dad do? I was like, I had to call my father. I was like, listen, can you not have your admirers corner me at no funeral? Okay, how's your dad do? Like, my father would be like, I don't want them fat heifers. Oh, God. Anyway, what are we going to do about you? So, you know what, the fat lady, I ain't saying yet. You know I'm fat, honey. I ain't saying yet, even though I lost 6 pounds. I ain't saying yet. I ain't saying, maybe we can write a petition, whatever, but I don't know when these considered a liability now. I just don't know. I don't know. Adidas, what do y'all think? Let me put this Adidas up, honey. Ooh, I took some pictures yesterday. Y'all can look on my Instagram, Rosie. No, what is it? Rosette Marie 69. Ooh, honey, but this is big. I think this is a 2X. I think this is a 2X, baby. I am fat, but I look already fat. Back to Wendy. So, I get, hopefully her and Kevin are in cahoots, and they trying to fix some things, because as it is now, honey, I don't think Wendy gonna. So what's she gonna do when she don't have a show? What's she gonna do? Because she fell from grace. Like, if I was Incognito, see, that postnatal right here, that postnasal drip. Listen, if I was Incognito and all these people said some shit like that about me, baby, I'd be on here cursing them. I'd be on here cursing them. I'd be on Facebook cursing them. I'd be on Twitter cursing you out. I'd be on TikTok cursing. I would be everywhere. I don't know what you're trying to hide, girl. You're gonna have to say something. Now, Wendy, I know you look at my videos. I know you do. But I mean, considering, they did extend the show to 2022, but you haven't been here for 2021 season. I mean, what do you want from us? What do you want? And then, now that we're hearing when you were there, you were throwing stuff at people and, drunk, and, were you doing the Uchi Coochie at the studio? Like, just all, I mean, and I understand you were going through stuff. I know Kevin was a lot, and then your mother. I know you just probably zoned out with your mother. I get it, because this is the time that I think you really needed it, but, what can you do? What can you do? Make sure you got money set aside for little kid that won't go to big kid if something happens to you. The trust has to go to little Kevin, and big Kev cannot touch it. Make sure you have an ironclad trust. Big Kev, listen, you know what? I ain't salted you up. That's what you did, but I don't want you spending all of little Kev's inheritance. Well, I know. Okay, that's morbid for me to say. That's like something's going to happen to Wendy. No, nothing's going to happen to Wendy, but where there's smoke, there's fire. There has to be a reason why they put a filter or something. They want a guardianship over somebody for her money. Like, girl. And how many rehabs have you been in? I don't know. I ain't never been on one. I ain't never been on that shit, so I don't know what it's like to, have to go into rehab or whatever. I mean, I'm a little crazy, a little obnoxious or whatever. I was just thinking about that. I'm so loud. Like, I'm just like this in person. You see, hi, how you doing? I'm loud, obnoxious. I'm not that whatever attractive 52-year-old woman that's standing there like a statue. Like, I'm so cute. I don't want to talk to nobody. And looking back, no. I'm like, hey, hi. People are like, woo. Like, whoa. I'm a people person. I'm very obnoxious. I'm very friendly. I'm very loud and, free spirit. I'm just a lot. I'm a lot. And it seems like Wendy may be a lot too to handle. You can't be drunk, high, throwing stuff at your staff mate, drunk on the thing. I remember it was one show, she was like, she could barely keep her eyes open. I said, look at this heifer. I was like, this bitch is high. Or drunk, whatever. She was just like, if it wasn't for Norm, is that his name? Norm, honey, that show would not have, she couldn't remember a thing. She was just like, you making all this money, this is your show, and you drunk because or high because that Negro didn't. I wish, honey, girl. That's what I call super. I mean, I love her. She's still big sis, but it's a sad day in hip hop. I mean, what can we do? What can we do? What can we say? You wasn't there. For whatever reason, you still haven't come online. You trying to give us the okie doke. I don't know if that was you. Because, I mean, if you don't know your age, come on. If you don't know your age, I can't even justify that. I can cover for bitch. You know what I'm saying? I cover a bitch. That's big sis. But I ain't gonna look stupid to make you look good. That ain't gonna happen. Honey, no. No. Now I'll look stupid to try and make myself look good, and that does happen often. But no, honey, them days is over. I ain't about to put shit on my channel about big sis, and she can't even remember her fucking age. I just can't. I can't. There's nothing I can do, girl. I'm sorry. You making us look stupid. Now we trying to hang in there, but girl, give us something to work with, cause right about now, honey, it's too much. It's too much. So you know what? We'll see, because it seems like every day is a different dilemma. Every day there's a different dilemma. She lost the show. She ain't got no money. She's putting up videos. Girl, I need you with a newspaper or a Facebook or a YouTube or something. Yeah. Like, why can't you? Okay, the Wendy show, but okay, you should have been had an Instagram. They were saying that you ain't got no friends. Girl, how you ain't got no friends? Where's the ghetto girl? You got a friend in me. I mean, but I can't come out there right now. So, you know what, girl? I don't know. Yeah, go ahead and let Big Kev handle it, because I can't handle it. I'm a fan and I'm a stand but not a fan, but I ain't your fool. Not that you asked me to do something, but come on, girl. See, we should have had this conversation in January. I told you. Wendy, you need to be back by February, but for whatever reason you don't. So I don't know what demons you have. I don't know what ailments you have. I don't know, because you ain't picked up the phone. You ain't had your people call my people. I ain't talked to you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody talked to you. I told you to be between you and your son, but y'all gonna have to figure out a game plan, a comeback. I mean, the only way you're gonna be able to keep that job is if you come back. I mean, guest after guest after guest, not high. You have to be coherent, and you have to slam. You need to come back just killing it. Deuces.